So, Connor, I heard that you love eagles. Why is that your favorite animal?
Hmm, they're fluffy and they're cute and they remind me of dad.
I thought HBA for me, it was a safe place where you could kind of figure out who you were. It was big enough where you could find friends who fit in with you, friends who had the same interests. You weren't just a number. You weren't lost in the weeds. So teachers could, you could easily get that additional help you needed. I feel like everyone was pretty genuine. Like I might see people today that I haven't seen in 10, 15, 20 years. And when we reconnect, it's like it was in high school. I feel like we never left, but everyone's still the same. So I enjoyed that about it. Like teachers, I mean, when I think back, I think high school, middle school, there was Mr. Honzaki, Mr. Mukai, Mr. Brady, Ms. Ustari, Mr. Lee, Mr. Goya. And they were all great mentors. They're very gracious to us. There was one time we went on a hike to a waterfall and the teacher looked at us and he was like, "Do not swing on the rope." So you know what that means, right? We're like, we're gonna swing on the ropes. So Mr. Brady looked back and he just had this look of disappointment and he didn't even mean to say anything, but we were just like, he felt like, that sting, like a disappointed father. At the time, you don't realize like they care for you. They truly care for you, and they're setting like a moral, a spiritual, moral, ethical compass in our heart.
So Chris was in a small group. I was in a small group at Pearlside, and we were in the same location. So that's where we kind of developed that friendship first. So God's always been the center of our life. He's always been first and foremost. So when we got married and we knew we were going to have a family, everything was going to be based on putting God in the center and putting him first. So the way Shokolea began was actually, we were planning our wedding. So I went to the wedding expo and there was a guy there with a silver platter of chocolate truffles. And I started sampling them and talking story with him. And then I come to find out this guy is my uncle. So he asked if we wanted to learn how to make chocolates. And it was actually Chris that said that'd be pretty cool to learn this skill. Because I wasn't actually interested in learning the skill, I just wanted to hang out and get to spend time with his family, get to know each other a little better. So we started going to their house every weekend and just making chocolates with my auntie and uncle. In 2013, really felt like God was pulling on my heart and saying, this is what you're gonna do. This is gonna be the business you're gonna go into. And it was something we couldn't ignore. So we took a leap of faith and opened the store in Manoa in 2014. Chocolate is a platform he's given us and really our testimony to be able to share him. Well, he was volunteered told in the beginning.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. I would go to my work and then I'd have to go to work again at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. I was like, you need to hire people because I'm literally gonna die here. Like, please hire somebody. And she did.
Yeah. We wouldn't have been able to do this without God, but we remained steadfast to it because we knew this is what he called us to. But it's also been a tremendous blessing. There's so many things that came out of this business that we could have never imagined and hoped for. He's really allowed us to meet a lot of people through chocolates and even have the flexibility to integrate work with family and for our kids to see us working and kind of bring those lessons from work home and even the things they teach us at home, taking it to the business. He always talked about like HBA gave him that faith and that foundation, looking back. So it was something that made me start to kind of look into the school more, do more research. And I remember I told him, I said, we were praying about it because we were praying about where's the best fit for her. And we drive past the school all the time because our kids go to my elementary school. And we would always talk about like, maybe one day you'll go where daddy went, not sure, but it was out in the middle school campus with the white cross where I told him I just felt that whisper from God that why wouldn't you want to be where I am? And I was like, ooh.
Knowing that I'll be attending the same school as my dad gives a little pressure because the teachers know the Uehara name, so I feel like they'll be watching me like an eagle.
I hope that same compass, those seeds that were planted in myself, I hope that for her, those same things will be planted. So as she gets older, when she gets older, she'll always kind of come back to that and be centered up and grounded. So the grace, the forgiveness, the love that God has freely given us, we want her to experience the same,